Alright guys, thanks for checking in Stormtopia.com and the Stormtopia.com Facebook page. We're going to have our daily weather update right now. Of course, we're still looking at that 12th and 13th snowstorm, and here's the latest data that we have here, our latest analysis this afternoon and evening. All the models show a storm. Now, I know that's kind of controversial because you say, oh, these models don't agree on anything. Well, we'll get to that in a second. But what you do see in the models is that they all have a storm of some sorts. Okay? So let's cross that off. The other thing, none of the models agree. This is what you were kind of hinting to when I made the first point. These models, I'm going to show you this in a second. They have no idea how to agree on the solution. They all have different things, and even though they all show a storm, they all show totally different solutions with that storm. Now, the North Atlantic Oscillation is going negative, negative, negative. Okay, I'm going to show you that in a graphic in a second. And the event is historically favored. What do I mean by that? I mean that every mid to late December for the past 3 years, the Northeast has seen a snowstorm. And now we're seeing a snowstorm being shown in the models for mid to late December. That's a pretty significant red flag. And also, finally, the more accurate models. We're talking about the NAM, the SAREF, the models that we look to for more accurate analysis on situations, unlike the GFS and the European that go out further. They are not into range yet. Now let's take a look at some of the models here, just to show to you how these models are really not agreeing on the solution of this event. I'll start you off with the GFS here, and you can see by the time I make our way out to, let's see, this is the 10th, the 11th, this is the 12th. You see we have a, whoa, let's go back to the beginning of the 12th and the ending of the 11th. You can see major storm making its way on through Missouri. To the north of it, we've got cooler air streaming on in. Heavy snow for the Central Plains back into Iowa. It pounds the northern sections of the Ohio Valley first. Then cool air comes in and areas in the Ohio Valley change back over to snow. Meanwhile, heavy rain starts falling through the day on the 12th across the Appalachians into the East Coast, where it stays rain, and snow just comes all the way through the Ohio Valley into Michigan, on anywhere west of the Appalachians, all the way back into here. Major snowstorm, and it even intensifies once you get up into southern Ontario. That's the GFS. Take a look at the DJEX model. DJEX is totally different. DJEX almost had a severe weather outbreak. It brings almost no snow for the Central Plains and into Michigan, and it brings a little bit of snow into these areas, but creams much of the western Appalachians with snow. Meanwhile, a sheet of snow followed by mostly rain for the East Coast. And then we still have other models which don't want to agree, guys. Look at the Euro. Euro is probably the most westward, bringing the storm right over Michigan. Blizzard conditions for the Midwest. Absolutely insane, like a 975 millibar low. Pretty crazy stuff. And then we have yet another model that wants to disagree, the Canadian GGEM model, showing the storm making its way on through the Ohio Valley. Massive precipitation. Yes, we know the Canadian has convective feedback issues, but still printing out a lot of precip for the East Coast. So these models are all showing different solutions, and we're going to have to see which one verifies. But for now, because they're all so different, we really can't make an honest solution here. So we'll just have to see. Instead, we have to use other models. This is known as the NAO index, and it's basically an ensemble product, okay? And here's what the ensembles are showing for the 12th. Wow, major dip in the NAO, continuing to fall. So let's see, this is the 16th of December in here. This is the 1st of December. So right in here, I know I'm a good math student. Here is the 18th. This is the 8th, right in the middle box. So in here would be the 12th. So you can see how it's rapidly going down, okay? And you look at the historically, which I already talked about, boy, that sets off a red flag as well. So plenty of different things that are pointing to this storm being a significant one, but we'll just have to see which one wins over and what happens in the end. So I hope you enjoyed this forecast video. Please spread the word about our website, and have a great day.